Fraser or Rich or Spectrum nerds, anybody who wants to listen. I'm just doing a little video to show you my mainly Spectrum collection of games, as requested by Fraser. But yeah, I've just tidied them up a bit. I've bought this new storage unit there, that white one that's laid across the top. I just had to go and buy a new one of them because I'd run out of space. But yeah, I managed to find one on Facebook. Sorry, it was eBay. Got it off eBay, but like a local person selling it. So I've had a bit of a tidy around and like moved some stuff so it's in better order. I've sorted stuff so it's like I've got things pretty much in like all the order of the software houses that all the games came out on, and so they're sort of grouped together in little bundles. It's like all the games there by Advance, and then there's like Electric Dreams stuff there, FTL, a couple of Codemasters like big box games, and on the bottom I've got the Edge stuff and Microgen. Then there's a few like Durell games. They're all the in the clamshells, and obviously I showed you the ultimate ones up there on the top. I'm still missing Bubbler and Pentagram, and the two I haven't got, which are the expensive ones. But I've got Martianoids is an expensive one nowadays. I managed to get it, was pretty cheap when I got it, quite a long time ago now. But, yeah, there's some like Quicksilver titles and a load of Grand Slam, and then there's like various like miscellaneous ones there. International Karate, they're like System 3 games, them two. And down here I've got some fantasy. Well, I've actually got two copies of Beaky and the Egg Snatchers. one's a single like dual version and one's a clamshell, but they're only dead cheap games anyway. But a few image works there I've got, and I've turned a few of them round, you know, so they just look a little bit better on display, so you can see like the decent artwork on a few of them. So we've got PSS there, a couple of like software projects, Dragon's Lair and Sinji's Castle, and then there's some Piranha games. These ones have got pushed back there somehow. So again, these ones are just a little bit like miscellaneous stuff, various different software houses. So we'll go over here next to see what we've got down here. So this is like all the Gremlin double jewel case ones. This is like Gremlin graphics and Firebird. I'll pull them out so you can see a bit better what there is. I'll push them back in for now. So it's a bit dark down here, so you can't really see everything, but let's flick through them. We've got Techno Cop, Tour de Force, That Hate, Death Wish 3, Convoy Raider. A few more. North Star, Pink Panther, Roy of the Rovers, Trailblazer, Skate Crazy, Impossible. Probably a bad idea. This is going to take me ages to put them back, but never mind. Sam Sturt, the safe breaker, Wanted Monty Mole, Monty is Innocent, Monty on the Run, Grumpy Gumfrey, Super Sleuth, Footballer of the Year, Shadow of the Beast there, nice boxed one. I'll carry on with the Gremlin for now. So yeah, we've got Ray the Tiger, Alfreda's in Monty, Thing Strikes Back, or Thing Bounces Back, Blood Brothers, right, some more Future Night, Basil Great Mouse Detective, World Games, Alternative World Games, Jack the Nipper. I've actually just bought Jack the Nipper 2, but I haven't actually got that yet. It's not arrived yet, but I've got it. Gremlin Masters of the Universe, the movie. Let's finish off with these Gremlins. We've got Mask, Venom Strikes Back, which is like a sequel to Mask, or there is a Mask 2 as well as that, I think, but Venom is like something to do with Mask. Crack Out, Gary Lineker's Superstar Soccer. So yeah, I'll put that lot back in a minute. Let's just quickly go through what these Firebird games are. So, Crosswise, Flying Shark, classic that one. Savage, another brilliant game. I used to play that one quite a lot. Bubble Bobble, that's one of my favourite ones, so that's one I had out on like big display. Earthlight, Virus, Sidewise, Samurai Warrior, the Comet game, and Black Lamp. I haven't played virtually any of these games before, but I just got hooked on collecting them for some reason. So what else we got up here? There's like games by CRL and Domark. Loads of the coin-op conversions by Domark. But some cool ones like CRL Juggernaut, Cosmic Shock Absorber. So this side actually is this side over here all Martech. So we've got the planets, Rex. Rex is quite an expensive game. I paid 20 quid for that one, I think, maybe a bit more. And Shootout, I paid 10 for that one as well, I think. It's brand new. Mega Apocalypse, Nemesis the Warlock, Hellfire Attack, and that Cosmic Shock Absorber. And then there's some of the clamshell ones there, like Eddie Kidd, Jeff Cape Strongman, Brian Jack Superstar, and Zoids. Then there's a load of Domark stuff. It's like the few of the Bond games, the Domark ones, View to a Kill. Then there's Splitting Images, Pit Fighter, Cyberball, that one is Clax. Then there's a couple more CRLs there. There's Endurance, Rocky Horror Show, and then some more of the Domark titles there. Hard Driving, APB, Live and Let Die, Dragon Spirit, Tubing, Living Daylights, Star Wars. I've only got Star Wars, not got Empire yet, or Jedi. I need to get both of those, which are also Domark. Then there's Zybots, XY Bots. I'm not quite sure if it's one or the other. License to Kill. What's this one? Oh, Escape from the Planet of the Robot Monsters, Hydra, Baseball, Last Mohican, some more CRL Federation, Ninja Hamster there. Right. Okay, and then we've got here all the US Gold games. All these ones in here are US Gold. Just put like, oh, there's Virgin on this side. Actually, Action Force 2 I mentioned, one of my favourites, so that's why I pulled that one out. So, but yeah, there's a few of the Virgin like arcade conversions there as well. Super Off-Road, Golden Axe, Double Dragon 2, Damn Day 3, Ninja Warrior, and there's Gemini Wing, which is another one of my favourite shooters, arcade shooters, and Silkworm, Shinobi, Continental Circus, the Dan Dare games, and then there's like a few other US Gold games here, Dream Warrior and Leaderboard and stuff like that, 4x4 off-road racing. So they're all US Gold, and then there's a couple of the Epics ones there. And then some more US Gold like single jewels that I've got, not very many, and a couple of the clamshells. Goonies is a good one. Emotion in the box. So they're all US Gold pretty much. And then there's down the bottom here, there's a load more, and all of these ones are US Gold coin-op conversions. So I think every one of these is a coin-op conversion. There's like the Ghouls and Ghosts, Spy Hunter, Rolling Thunder I've got out there, just pulled them out on the front. But then there's all the Go games, because Go was like a spin-off label of US Gold. So there's a few I've got on that one. And then a load more games here. There's Tapper and Zaxxon, Buck Rogers, like the clamshell versions, and then there's all the other stuff like Crystal Castles and Kung Fu Master, Indiana Jones, 720, Last Resort, Metro Cross, and then there's some of these other type that are all like, again, Capcom arcade conversions, Tiger Road, Bionic Commando, LED Storm, Street Fighter. I've got Gunsmoke as well actually, but that's not arrived yet as well. That's another one I bought recently, so that one will slot in there. And then there's what I've got, Gauntlet 3, Moonwalker, Black Tiger, and Strider 2. So yeah, there's still a couple of those I don't have, like 1943. I want to get that one still. There's maybe one or two others. I've got Street Fighter there as well, yeah. Then there's some more in the boxes like Line of Fire, Turbo Outrun, Super Monaco GP. So that's all the US Gold stuff. And then I've got here Activision over this side. So there's all Activision at that side, and then there's Elite stuff here in the middle, quite a few single dual versions for Elite. And then there's the doubles at the back as well, like Paperboy, Thundercats, Beyond the Ice Palace, Bombjack 2, Overlander, Boogie Boy, and obviously Space Harrier at the front. And then yeah, there's the singles, and there's like Clamshell, Ghosts and Goblins, Scooby-Doo, Commando, Duke of Hazzard, Bombjack, Crocotoni, Welfare Wolf, Frank Bruno's Boxing, Fall Guy. Then there's this side of them, I've got some Melbourne House games. They're all Melbourne House. So Exploding Fist at the front, because that's like the classic game by them, I think, that was their best. Gyroscope's another good one I used to play a lot, like Marble Madness conversion, even though they did officially do Marble Madness later on. They started off doing the one that was like a clone version, which was Gyroscope, which came out first. So I remember having that when it first came out, when Marble Madness was out, quite new in the arcades at that point. So yeah, there's a few others like R and Conquested or Judge Dredd, Mystery of Arkham Manor, Asterix, Qua, Road Wars, and Throne of Fire, the other one. So that's them, and then that stuff over there is, and down the bottom here is, I don't have any games on those shelves, but I'll show you some more up here. There's these ones on this like extra shelf for all the larger cased version games. So I've got like American Football, Lords of Midnight, Spy vs Spy, Valhalla, 19, Ikari Warriors, R-Type. Love that one. That's maybe my favourite one. I love that. Really nicely presented one. Echelon, Space Shuttle, Starlight. I mean, quite a few of these I just got in job lots, and they're, you know, not really worth very much, and I wouldn't particularly really wanted them, but you know, they're not worth much to bother selling them, and some of them look pretty good, so I've kept them. Brian Clough's Football Fortunes there, I used to play that. I had that on the Amiga. It's like a board game inside it, as well as you play it like on screen, and that like tells you what the scores of the games are and stuff. But yeah, you have to play with money, and you know, you get all that in the box, so it's quite a cool game. But I've no idea if it's all there. Probably looks like there's a lot of stuff in there, but yeah, then there's other stuff like Fighter Bomber, Cholo, Everyone's a Wally. This is the great space race. It's meant to be absolutely shit, I think, but yeah, again, it came with a job lot of stuff. So it's Barbarian 2, I've got, like, so you can see that one a bit better. Driller Gunship, Scrabble, Double Dragon, absolutely abominable version on the Spectrum, supposedly. I've never actually even seen it, to be honest, but yeah, I remember back in the day, people being like absolutely devastated with how crap it was. Obliterator, Vixen, no poster in that one actually, otherwise it's worth quite a lot more if you got the poster, I believe. Danger Mouse I've got on display. I love Danger Mouse back in the 80s. I used to watch that on TV. Last Ninja, and then this one, Potsworth and Co. It's quite an interesting one, I think. I don't remember that game at all, but it's perhaps come out a bit later than when I was into the Spectrum originally. Fernandez Must Die on the end is like sealed, brand new and sealed, but I feel like I want to open it, but I just can't really bring myself to do it. It's probably not that worth that much anyway, really, but it's just, I guess it's nice that it's still sealed after all this time. So yeah, so then I've got my actual setups. I've got a Super Nintendo and a Mega Drive over there, which I've not yet got turned on, but maybe I will at some point. And there's another Spectrum 48K rubber keyboard version like that one in that box, so I'll sell one of them at some point. I need to get my TV a bit moved so I can actually see it properly, because I've now buried it behind that unit. So yeah, I've got the Plus 2 as well, and the Div MMC thing that I'm going to use to load the majority of games in. But yeah, I still haven't got around to turning that on yet, but it'll happen sooner or later. So this shelf here is all Ocean and Imagine titles, and then in the bottom bit anyway, we've got like Konami stuff, like the ones that are Konami officially released: Nemesis and Jailbreak, Sholin's Road and Jackal. I'm not sure if there are any other games. I think Salamander, they brought out a Salamander